Feelings and emotions. Ignoring own feelings and emotions. Sometimes people, just to be nice to others, they will go out of their way and they will not really discuss their feelings. So guess what that does? Resentment. We even see it in husband and wife. If a wife keeps saying yes, yes, yes to her husband, when she doesn't really believe that everything should be yes, guess what happened at the end? She's going to be very resentful. And it's the other way around. If a husband is just trying to make his wife happy, and no problem, my dear, whatever you want, my dear, but he doesn't really like it, guess what? It's going to be resentful. When an employee is trying to please their manager at work, everything they say, they will do it. Without really, though they think that there are things that can be done better or in a different way, but they don't. Guess what happens? Resentment. Okay? Personality clashes. Different personalities have different way of perceptions and of communicating their wants and needs, so that can create a conflict. Underlying stress and tension. Like for instance, someone had an exchange of words a while ago, and it was never resolved. So the tension is always there. Not on the surface, but it's always there. Underlying tension. Guess what? The first thing that's going to happen, they're going to both blow up. And that's why I believe that whenever a conflict happens, it has to be addressed ASAP, as soon as possible, when it's right there. You know, there is something that says when you have a hot iron, just hit on it, and that's what you should do with the conflict. The sooner you address a conflict, the sooner you take care of it, the sooner you clear it, it's better for everyone. Making it linger, guess what? When you have a problem with someone and you keep it going and you don't talk about it, the next time the person tells you the weather is bad, you're going to think that they're telling you something bad. Or you think that they're going to try to undermine you. Everything they do, you're going to interpret it the wrong way. Every move they make, you're going to say it's because I'm here. You know, you're going to just explain to yourself that everything that is done maliciously just because you have the stress going on. Ego problem. We all have egos, all of us. God knows I have mine. You know, so if someone touches that at a certain time, I get upset. But I learned through the years and maturing that if I have a problem and it causes me tension, I need to talk about it right there and then. And it's never a fight. Resolving a conflict should never, ever be a fight. If you feel like you're going to have a fight, walk away from it for a few minutes, or for half an hour, or even for a day, and come back calm and relaxed and address it. Never, ever go into a conflict resolution when you're angry, because it will have even more negative effects. The ego problems also involve, you know, it's very easy for us, for each one of us to say, I was wrong. It takes more character for someone to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong, than to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. In certain cultures, the culture I come from, when we say we're sorry, that's a weak point. And for men more than women. And it's in a lot of other cultures. But I learned that I'm stronger if I admit my mistakes, if I own my mistakes, if I take responsibility and hold myself accountable for everything I say and do. I'm not perfect, no one else is. So we all do mistakes, it's okay, as long as we know and we acknowledge that we did a mistake and know how to amend that. The power is trying to force people to go your own way just because you have the power will again result in conflicts. There are different conflict styles. Okay, The most known are 5, and I like to call them like animals like that. Okay? The first one is the turtle. What does the turtle say? Or what does the turtle do when it's attacked? Yes, Ari?
They hide in shells, and when they get scared, they run away, and they can walk really slow.
Whoa, that's a smart kid. Right. Exactly. And exactly like Tom also said. You know what? Once the turtle is out going by itself, you know, I had turtles growing up, so I love turtles. They go and they walk peacefully and slowly, and then all of a sudden, if they feel a threat, guess what happened? In a second, they go like this. They retract everything. They retract their head, their whatever, it's their feet or their hands or whatever, and they go into their shells, and they become solidified in that solid body they have, so no one can hurt them. That's withdrawing. So imagine that, and we're going to go into details. We're going to go into details about that, so we can show you what withdrawing does. The second one is the shark. When I say shark, what comes to your mind?
Attack. Class, attack.
Attack. Okay, that's forcing. The teddy bear. When we say teddy bear, what does that mean? Exactly. Smoothing, cuddling, you know? And that's why, you know what? The names of this animal will make it closer to your mind to remember the styles of conflict. If you just remember those, you will remember what it means. The fox.
Very smart.
Sneaky.
Sometimes, I think I forgot.
The fox, being sneaky, sometimes they know that their survival is by living with other people. So they compromise. That's the fox. The owl.
Owls are nocturnal. That means they sleep in the day and stay up at night, and they like to howl.
Exactly. And they are about confrontation. The owls are about confrontation. They come to your face. You know, especially sometimes they don't even see you, you know, during the day. Because they, like Ari said, they are nocturnal. So their sight works better at night. But they do confront you. Have you ever seen an owl up front, like close? Sometimes they can just fly right to your face. I did. You know, I live in an area that has a lot of nature in it. So I saw few, and they can come fly just right in your face. That's confronting. So let's go through every single style in details. The first one is the turtle. They withdraw into their shells to avoid conflicts. They give up their personal goals and relationship. They stay away from any conflicts that happens because they don't want to confront anybody. They believe it's hopeless to try and resolve conflicts. In result, they feel helpless. They feel that the only thing that they can do is to hide. They believe it's easier to withdraw physically and psychologically from a conflict than facing it. So if you just remember the turtle, you will remember the style of conflict. You go to talk to someone, and all what they say, they just withdraw. And they say, no, it's okay, there is nothing wrong. They will not address their feeling and emotions, and because they think that it doesn't matter what we do. It's easy. I don't want to face anyone. I don't have that in me. I'll just let it go. Okay? The shark. The shark is to overpower people by forcing them to accept certain solutions. Their goals, their own goals and behavior and needs are the highest than anybody else. No one else matters except them. So they don't care about relationships, they don't care about resolving the conflicts. All what they care about is to have their own way. Losing gives them a sense of weakness and a failure. They try to win by attacking, overpowering, overwhelming, and intimidating others. Basically, they are the bullies. Sharks are the bullies of any conflict. The third one, teddy bear. The teddy bear, their own goals are not the main point of concern for them. They need to feel that the other people are okay with whatever they're coming up with. They feel like, you know what, if I need to be in a harmony. I need our relationship to continue. So maybe I can give up some of my comfort. some of my needs and some of my goals as long as we're going to be harmonious in this relationship. So they give up their goals to preserve the relationship, and they like to smooth things over because they think that if you're going to confront someone, you're going to lose them. So it's easier for them to let go. They're not withdrawing and not discussing like the turtle, but they are trying to smooth things over. Do we see the difference?
Yes.
The fox, compromising. They are moderately concerned about their own goals and relationship with others. So they give up part of their goals, and they expect the other person to give part of their goals as well. To maintain harmony. Compromising. Compromising is meeting someone in the middle. You give up something, it doesn't matter for you who wins or loses, because there is no winners or loser. It's a win-win situation. You both give up something to come into a harmony.